Hey, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm gonna talk about top 5
best Windows 8 tablets and laptops.
Starting at number 5.
HP newest Envy X360-15.6-inch FHD IPS touchscreen laptop. Seal is opened for hardware/software upgrade only to enhance performance. 15.6-inch Full HD, 1920 by 1080, 60Hz touchscreen display, 802.11 AC Wi-Fi, Bluetooth 5.1, Ethernet LAN, RJ45, 720p HD webcam, fingerprint security system, backlit keyboard, active pen. Powerful performance with Intel Core i7-1165G7 quad-core 11th Gen Intel Core i7-1165G7 2.80 GHz processor, up to 4.7 GHz, 12 MB cache, for cores, Intel Iris Xe integrated graphics. High speed and multitasking, 16 GB DDR4 SODIMM, 65W power supply, 3-cell 51W battery, natural silver color. Enormous storage 512 GB PCIe NVMe SSD, USB 3.2 Gen 1, 1 HDMI, USB 3.1 Type-C Gen 2, SD reader, headphone/microphone combo jack. Windows 11 Pro 64, 1-year manufacturer warranty from Great Price Tech, professionally upgraded by Great Price Tech. Authorized DockStorm bundle includes DockStorm USB hub, special edition portable DockStorm data hub, super speedy data send rate up to 5 gigabits per second.
Coming at number 4.
Microsoft Surface RT. The Surface RT is Microsoft's bid for the tablet space currently owned by Apple's iPad. Sure, Android tablets may cost a little less and aspire to the same market, but none have been able to come close to the iPad in terms of ease of use and user adoption. While the aspect ratio is more widescreen than Apple's, the 10.6-inch display seems a little more usable than the slightly unbalanced 11.6-inch displays that dominate the Windows 8 tablet market. Windows RT is fast and responsive on the ARM-based NVIDIA Tegra processor. The Surface's 1366 by 768 resolution doesn't match the beauty of Apple's iPad Retina display, but most users probably won't notice. In the Surface RT, Microsoft has introduced some clever touches, such as a built-in kickstand and the optional type cover, which integrates a flat, tactile-free, but extremely thin keyboard. The company also bundles a reduced version of Microsoft Office, but using those Office apps kicks you into desktop mode, which feels very weird on a device that's really meant to be a pure tablet. On the Surface RT, the Windows Start screen is the native interface, and seems capable and usable.
At number 3.
Acer Iconia W700. In the Iconia W700, Acer crams an Ultrabook into a relatively thin tablet. No one will mistake this device for an iPad or Microsoft's Surface RT, but in weight and thickness, it's pretty close to what Microsoft's Surface Pro will be. It's also 2.1 pounds, while that's significantly lighter than the Sony Duo 11, it still means that lugging it around propped on your forearm, as many tablet users do, may get tiring. The trade-off for the weight is robust, PC-like performance and features, including USB 3.0 and mini HDMI video output. As with most tablets, it's got both forward-facing and rear-facing cameras. As with Sony's Duo 11, the Iconia includes a Full HD, 1920 by 1080 display. This delivers gorgeous-looking images and text, but it's also problematic for touch use when running desktop applications. It's simply difficult to put one's finger on desktop buttons and window bars that render so small. While Acer bundles a Bluetooth keyboard, the only pointing device is the touch interface itself, no mouse is included, and the keyboard lacks a trackpad. The W700 is really the purest, most recent incarnation of Bill Gates' vision of the tablet PC. But the real problem lies with the overall size, bulk, and weight. An 11.6-inch tablet, particularly with a 16:9 aspect ratio, will always be a little awkward to hold and use in landscape mode. Portrait mode is a little more usable, but often won't accommodate documents at their full width. Nonetheless, despite all these caveats, if you're looking for a pure tablet that offers PC-like performance, the W700 delivers. It's a nice product, but we expect the Microsoft Surface with Windows 8 Pro to eclipse the W700 early next year.
Number 2 of my list.
Sony Duo 11. The Sony Duo 11 looks like a tablet most of the time. When you carry it around in its folded state, a seam conceals a sliding keyboard hidden underneath the bottom of the display. It's the laptop version of those old-school slider phones, complete with a compact, chiclet-style keyboard. Make no mistake, touch typists will not like the keyboard on the Duo 11. Really, the most positive thing I can say about the keyboard is that it's functional, offers tactile feedback, and is a little easier to use than an on-screen keyboard. For the most part, however, the keyboard is cramped and uncomfortable. Luckily, the sliding hinge seems durable enough. And given that the Duo 11 will likely be used more in tablet mode than laptop mode, the slider bit works pretty well. The entire affair weighs 2 pounds, 13 ounces, under 3 pounds, in other words. The 11.6-inch screen is an IPS display offering full HD, 1080p, resolution. Sony also includes an N-Trig stylus that supports 256 pressure levels, making it a useful adjunct for artistically inclined users. If what you need is a tablet for touch-sensitive art applications, the Duo 11 bears closer scrutiny.
And number 1.
IdeaPad Yoga. Sometimes you really need a full laptop keyboard, but you'd like to couple it with a Windows 8 touch experience. And, occasionally, you may need to use your system as a pure tablet, but you don't anticipate that being the machine's primary use. If any of this resonates with your personal needs, consider Lenovo's IdeaPad Yoga. It's an excellent 13.3-inch Ultrabook that includes a multi-touch, capacitive touchscreen for all the cool new gestures built into Windows 8. The Yoga has what it takes to be a solid ultra-portable laptop. The keyboard is excellent for touch typists. The battery life approaches 6 hours. The sound quality of the speakers is surprisingly good. And it weighs less than 3.5 pounds. However, it's the display that really sets the Yoga apart. It's a full 1600 by 900 pixels, offering a good balance in pixel density between 1366 by 768 and 1080p, or 1920 by 1080, by any other name. The panel rotates 180 degrees, allowing the Yoga to be used as a full tablet, albeit with its keyboard exposed, or in the tent mode, where you can use it to give presentations or easily share content. Road warriors need work machines that are lightweight, rugged and reliable. Lenovo has long promised these qualities in the ThinkPad, a laptop line that was first conceived by IBM in 1992, and has been targeted at business users ever since. And now we have the ThinkPad Twist, which brings Windows 8 touch gestures and a clever hybrid design to a laptop legacy that's always been a bit buttoned up and stodgy. As with most ThinkPads, the Twist is a tad heavier than a consumer-grade laptop. And at 3.5 pounds, the Twist, even with its 12.5-inch, 1366 by 768 display, is a bit heavier than Lenovo's IdeaPad Yoga, which has a larger, higher-resolution screen. But what's nifty about the Twist's display is its hinge design, which lets this hybrid engage a tablet mode while still keeping the machine's keyboard protected. This makes the Twist more robust in tablet mode than the Yoga, whose keyboard remains exposed. The base model Twist ships with a 500GB hard drive and a 24GB caching SSD. Working together, the two drives deliver speedy startup times and copious storage. Lenovo does offer one model with a traditional SSD intended for storage, but it's a fairly scant 128GB. This SSD option, however small, will likely play well in larger businesses, where IT departments tend to lock down which applications can be installed. Overall, the Twist brings the ruggedness of the ThinkPad line with some of the most usable features of Windows 8 tablets. The only significant omission is a 3G per 4G mobile broadband option, which would make the Twist a more attractive hybrid for frequent travelers. Nevertheless, the Lenovo Twist is compact and reasonably light, which should allow it to travel well.
Check out this video description for latest price and more informations. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe and stay tuned.